All right, ladies and gentlemen, please may I have your attention. All your wine or champagne glasses have been filled. Now we're getting down to the nitty-gritty. Excuse me, madam, you came late. You came late. Hello. Hi. Fondy. Okay, let's start again. We're going to get down to the nitty-gritty. Hey, can all you BOs or YOs keep quiet, please? I'm talking, and it's difficult to talk over you guys at auditing. It's like scary. Come on. All right, we're going to start off our speeches, and we're going to start with the mother of the bride, and that, please, if she may stand up.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Mr. and Mrs. Malherbe's wedding. Thank you very much for joining us on this special occasion, especially because it was at such short notice. We do really appreciate it that you've all made it. I think you'll agree with me that they're both looking incredibly happy, and let's face it, your wedding day is one of the happiest days of your life. In my instance, another very special and happy day in my eyes was the day that you were born, my darling daughter Rox. You brought Dad and I so much joy and happiness and a few sleepless nights, not too many, thank goodness, over the years. But I couldn't be more proud of the beautiful, strong, smart woman that you've grown into today. And I must say that Dad, you had his heart wrapped around your little finger from the day you were born. They used to gang up on me. Now it's Scotty and her that gang up on me. Nothing much has changed. Anyway, what I do want to say to you, and I don't know if you know this, but Dad was the first person to hold you when you were born. Not me, you. I mean him. And traditionally this speech would have been given by Roland, and unfortunately I think most of you know he couldn't be here today because he passed away 5 years ago. But Roxanne's bouquet has a charm with his and her grandparents from both sides photos in. So in our hearts they have accompanied us as we walk down the aisle today. Rox and Rowan, I couldn't be more prouder of the two of you than of today, as you made your wedding vows to each other. And I know that Dad, Granny Marge, Grandpa Eddie, Granny and Grandpa Mac would be too. I'd like to raise a glass to Roland and all of our absent family and friends who weren't able to join us today to celebrate your marriage. Please can you just raise your glasses and cheers to absent friends and family. Cheers. Now for the smut. No, not really. She was far too nerdy. Well, I know, but don't worry, I do know a lot of other, but I'm keeping it clean. Oh, no. Just a bit of background about Roxanne. She's the most loyal, kind, caring and loving daughter and friend that anyone could wish to have. And I know that she'll make the most fantastic wife to Rowan and an amazing mom one of these days, hopefully sooner rather than later. I know she's barely got married, but like hell, you know. Anyway, Ro, if you haven't noticed yet as well, she can be quite bossy.
Really?
What? Yeah. The trouble is, most of the time she's actually right. Yeah. As a child, she had quite a vivid imagination, and I have to state at this point, categorically, I am Roxanne's birth mother, her natural birth mother, despite what her grade 2 teachers and her headmistress said. I was called into the class the one day, and the headmistress of the school at Sunningdale Junior Primary happened to be my standard 3 or grade 5 teacher, so she knew what I was like, you know, and I used to get little gold stars from her and all sorts. Anyway, I was asked to go to this meeting, and they asked me, why did you fill out the forms incorrectly on, you know, the entrance forms? And I said, what are you talking about? I know, Roxanne's told the class that, first of all, she doesn't answer to the name of Roxanne. She only answers to Nikki, yeah, which is her second name. And second of all, while her real birth mother was pushing her down the road in a pram, some baddies came and they shot her. And I'm her adoptive mother. Jeez. Well, yeah, it was because her I apologize, but her first day of school, I was late to fetch her. So it was payback. Anyway, something as well that she's always loved is music and dance, and she did ballet and tap and all those sort of things. Used to sing her heart out to Kylie Minogue, Locomotion. Every Christmas day, this is for you, right? We have to watch Dirty Dancing. She knows all the words, like everybody's parts, so yeah, just warning you about that. And then in high school, I think she made friends with quite a lot of you girls here, some of the guys as well. And her love of music grew stronger. We had lots of sing-alongs at the Fields house. Of course, the sip of beer and things like that didn't go around. Anyway, it was all good, clean fun. And yeah, we had good times. Some of us went to Splashy together. Those were bad. Yeah. My question to you guys, though, you've all got little kids now. Would you let your kids go to Splashy ever? Anyway, after high school, she went on to study, and she became a CA. And in the process, that's where she moved to Joburg and where she met Rowan. Rowan, what I can say about you that I know about you is I think you're the most genuine, kind, loving, caring person as well, with a quirky sense of humour. I don't always get it straight away, fun guy. I'll never forget that. Anyway, I know in my heart that you'll move heaven and earth to love and look after Roxanne all the days of your life. And my heart is so happy to see you guys married at long last. I never thought I'd see the day, I can tell you. It's been quite a journey, I think a lot of you know. From the day he flew down, almost 2 years, I reckon, at least, before he proposed, he flew down to ask for her hand in marriage. He had bought the engagement ring, and I kept on thinking, when's this bugger going to do this? Like, you know. Anyway, yeah. It was quite a long time, but you did eventually propose. I think part of the reason was absence makes the heart grow fonder. Roxanne came with me she came to Italy, to Rome for a few days. It gave Rowan the chance to get his little video finished. And as she walked in the door at home, he proposed. She didn't have an option. Anyway, yeah. And I think that was it. You didn't quite realize how much you'd missed her and loved her. And yeah, at least you did pluck up the courage, and here we are today. And then we get COVID. Who would ever have thought? But anyway, it hasn't been smooth sailing, but despite all the obstacles that have crossed your paths, I think it's those same obstacles that have actually given both of you the strength and determination to succeed in all walks of life. And it's made you guys the people that you are today. And you've worked hard in your relationship, and I know and I have always known that you do belong together. Rox and Ro, you make the most beautiful couple. The love that you have for each other shines bright and clear for everybody to see. And I hope that you continue to love, respect, honor and cherish each other throughout your married life, and that you make special time for each other so that it continues to grow stronger even over the years. Let us grannies do a bit of babysitting every now and again, and you guys have some quality time. So, Ro, you know that I already think of you as my other son, and Liam as my other grandchild, but today, however, I'd officially like to welcome you to our family. So, congratulations to both of you on your wedding today. And there's a saying that says, don't fall in love, instead grow in love. As everything that falls gets broken, and everything that grows gets stronger. So I'd like yours to grow. Water it well. Anyway, I'd like you, this is the end of my speech, so I'd like to raise your glasses and to toast the newlyweds, to Roxanne and Rowan. Cheers.